Good morning, everybody. It's Teresa McAuliffe here from Lighting the Way, bringing you some angel guidance for the next 2 weeks. So it really is a privilege for me to sit here this morning with many decks of angel cards around me and asking the angels to give us some guidance. So, of course, anybody that has tuned in already know that I always meditate before I come on camera and ask the angels what's the most important thing, the theme really, for this guidance here this morning. So the most important thing this morning that came through was surrender and release. That it really is time for us to just let go of this old reality and embrace the new. So it was quite a lot came in on that. And before I go any further, I would like to say, for all of those of you that have already subscribed, thank you. And for those of you that are thinking about subscribing, it would be a nice time to do it. You know, February is around the corner. February is a strong month. And I'm just going to go with the guidance. And, you know, I have my heels dug in here now, and yet I'm able to walk lightly. And what I really mean by that is that, you know, I have the energy now integrated here in this beautiful new space. And I will have the opportunity then to just move, flow with the energy that's coming in. So with the surrender and release, that's the card that actually just popped out. One card I asked for as an overall guidance. I was also given a lot of information around balance and balancing the male and the female aspects of ourselves, the male and the female energy. So, you know, the divine feminine is really flowing into the planet, and everything that flows in has to be balanced. And the angels have told me, and I said it in my last reading 2 weeks ago, that February is a very, very prominent month in this year of 2022. And this morning I realized that a lot of that is about the two. You know, we're builders. So the two is about building, it's about co-creating. And the co-creation really is, you know, with our spirit, you know, with the divine aspect of ourselves. And just to remember, really, our divine spark within, and to balance, you know, it really is a balancing job that we have ahead. So the energies are still turbulent, but they are changing. A lot of people are awakening further. And, you know, I would never say that, you know, anybody is fully awake, because you wouldn't need to be here on earth. So it's an ongoing process, and we're all in different parts of our evolution, but we really do have the opportunity now to embrace it and become more conscious. And over the next few weeks, again, they're saying take things slowly over the next week or so, and just get ready for February, because February is going to be a month. And I just need to get a drink of water. They're coming through fast. February is going to be a month where we will start to know things from the deeper part of us, you know, instead of just running with the flock. You know, we're actually going to stop, stand back, discern and decide for ourselves what's right for us. But we will know, because it's coming from the soul. So we're moving into a more soulful time. And it's my privilege here this morning to be able to give some guidance around all of this, because it's a very big theme. It's really big. You know, we throw about, you know, oh, let it go and surrender and release, and we all do, you know. And it's what we've been kind of used to saying, just let it go, you know, go with the flow. But there's depth to all of that, you know, and we're probably weary at this stage of saying let it go. But it's not just, you know, blindly letting it go. It's about understanding what you're letting go and the reason why you're letting it go, because it's an old paradigm, really. You know, we're moving into a brand new paradigm here on earth, you know, where the energy vibration is of love, of compassion, of cooperation, of being able to really have the joy utilized in your life that's hidden within. And, you know, I do meditation, a guided visualization every Sunday night. It's a healing, it's a group healing. Relight your fire. It's over 12 months now, believe it or not. It was, I think, the 10th of January 2021 when the angels told me to start. And last week I worked with Archangel Michael, and he told me that I was to work with him for 4 consecutive weeks. So it'll be again tonight, this week on Sunday, and again for 2 further weeks, which is very unusual because an angel can step forth for me to work with on that particular week for that particular healing, but he's asked for 4. And this particular beautiful pendant that I just received yesterday from Starlit Therapies, so they're the Key of Life pendants. I had asked for this, so it's a double terminated quartz. You know, there's a point going up and a point going down, and then there is an amethyst and a moonstone added for beauty really and for strength. But when this was being made, there once off, Archangel Michael stepped forth and asked for his sword to be put on it. So the sword is also in the pendant. So I feel very, very privileged that this is hanging around my neck as I really connect here this morning, because Michael is always around. Now I'm going to take 3 cards and ask the angels for further guidance. So already they're talking about balance. They're talking about balancing mainly the male and the female aspects of ourselves. And, you know, the male aspect would be about getting things done, you know, and the female aspect would be having all the ideas and all the creative thinking. Obviously, there are many more aspects, but this is more or less what they're asking me to talk about. And very often, you know, creative people have beautiful ideas and they just can't bring them to fruition because they're out of balance towards the feminine. And likewise, the males may just drive through, you know, regardless of whatever. I'm talking about the male energy now, not the male as in, you know, the male species. So I'm talking about the male aspect of the energy, you know, that we might just have something. And you know the way people would say they had it between their teeth and they didn't let it go. But that's what we're getting out of really. So it's going to happen fluidly for us, because when things are balanced, we'll have the ideas, we'll discern, we'll ask our soul, help me with this, is this right? And we will get the go ahead and we'll be able to just move through it, you know, flow with it. So it won't be all this, you know, that you hang on tight and you're going to make it happen regardless of how long it takes, how, you know, how much of your energy it takes. And when you get there through that kind of perseverance and struggle very often, and just sheer kind of power that you're using, not empowerment, but, you know, power over, very often there's not a happy ending, there's not a happy result for you. And when you get there, you're kind of thinking, is this it? Whereas what we're talking about is the balanced aspect of really, I suppose, grabbing your soul's purpose. What did you come down here to do in the first place? And being able to understand from another person's point of view. Maybe not actually agreeing with that point of view, but being able to understand instead of judging, being able to step into somebody else's shoes and just to try and appreciate their point of view. Yeah, rather than arguing back, you know, sending the love and healing it through love. Okay, so they said to me 3 cards. Oh, I'm seeing a lovely purple light, so we're transmuting as we're talking here. 1. I'm seeing a door. Third one, please. Here we go, number 3. Okay, so the first card that I took from the deck is celebration. Okay, I've got to come back to the cards. And the second card is meditation. And the third card is blessings. Now, you see how the energy is lifting? It's really, really lifting. So, you know, the overall theme, remember, was surrender and let it go, you know, and we can do that very easily, because what they're saying to us is to celebrate our soul, to celebrate the gift of life, to celebrate the experiences that we're having here on earth. Celebrate them all as being totally rich. And once you celebrate, you get into that vibration and the resonance of having other things to obviously celebrate as well. So it's all about what you put out, you get back, you know. So a very easy thing for us all to celebrate would be to celebrate our breath of life, you know, our breath in and our breath back out. And celebrate the fact that you are aware and you can trust enough that it's there for you to take that breath back in. So celebration is our first card. Okay, we can also think of celebration as, you know, the energy moving and all of that. I'm not saying it's confined to one thing, but a very prominent, easy thing for us to celebrate is our breath of life. So celebration. So whatever opportunities you have to celebrate the love that you have within you, celebrate the love you have for whoever, whatever. Okay, so celebration. And it's going to be easier to do that through meditation. So meditation, you know, is really, really important for slowing down the mind. And even yesterday I had some clients here and somebody was saying, you know, I meditate but my mind is still really fast. And somebody else was saying, oh, I meditate all the time and it helps me to really quieten my mind. So I suppose for me, what I would say is meditation is something that you will do that will help you to connect with the depth of yourself. So a meditation can be sitting, you know, in lotus position. It can be lying on a plinth. It can be whatever. But it can also be, you know, a walk out in nature, walking down by the sea, walking in the woods. You could meditate while you're planting a flower or a shrub or a herb or something like that. You can meditate at any time, anywhere. So a meditation can be just as simple as meditating on your breath in and your breath out. So for me, I would very often find myself, you know, thinking about something, and it wouldn't be necessary because it wouldn't be in the moment. And what I would do is I would remind myself of the breath in and the breath back out. And if you even say to yourself, I'm breathing in. And when you're ready to breathe back out, I'm breathing out. And yes, they are words, and they're words for the mind, but they actually soothe the mind. And after saying that a few times, maybe at the beginning more than a few times, you will feel that you're just not thinking anymore. And again, you're in the moment. Okay, so bringing yourself back to the moment. So meditation, and if you are able to sit in silence for a period of time, wonderful. Continue to do that. And if you're not, the angels are prompting you to begin, you know, to begin to do it. I love to actually meditate walking by the sea, walking right on the edge of the water, and the waves moving in and the waves moving out, you know, that ebb and flow. That to me is so soothing to my mind that it just empties my mind of all thoughts, and then a lot of inspiration pops through. So you're going to be showered with blessings over the next 2 weeks. So, you know, just expect this, you know, and not expecting it in an unhealthy way. You have things to celebrate. If you start doing what the angels suggest, you will see a miraculous difference showing up in your life. So that's the first 3 cards. Okay, so I'm going to take a card. I'm trying to connect here and find, and they said, yeah, take one from the surrender deck, because that was the first message, the overall message that they've given us. So I'm going to take a card from the surrender deck and see what it is that the angels are prompting us to let go of, to really release. Things are changing, you know, and you probably have noticed behaviors of people that you just won't tolerate anymore. And you won't tolerate them in a way that you will empower yourself and stand up for yourself. As I say, standing into your big spiritual shoes. And there's a real theme of boundaries this year, a real big theme. And later in the year, I will actually do some little workshops and some, I don't know, videos, whatever, around boundaries, because I'm very much prompted to bring this theme true as well. I haven't been told so to do it yet, but it's coming. You know, looking after the self so you can have a full cup, so you can look after everybody in a healthy way. Okay, surrender to silence. Okay, so I just love this, don't you? In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So there you go. So the meditation theme is really here for us for this month. So surrender to that silence. This is kind of amazing because all of you that would have listened to my weekly or bi-weekly videos here would notice that I've always played some music in the background. And this morning the angels told me, no more background music. And here we are, surrendering to the silence. Isn't that just beautiful? So meditation. So I'm just going to take one card from Archangel Michael, and then I'm going to draw a card or two for the children. And then I'll see what Archangel is governing us for the month. Now Michael is very much in. I mean, very much in. And of course, he is helping to seal us as well. You know, I see a lot of people are very scared. And when you let go of all of that, sometimes people are nearly afraid to let go of the fear because they don't know what's going to happen next, you know. So a lot of that clearing, and I'm not going to call it shielding anymore because Archangel Michael has given me this permission to offer this cloak. So I have been using this in the meditations, and sometime in the month of February, I will put a beautiful meditation with Michael, a healing and cloaking meditation up for everybody to use. It's really beautiful. It's just for me, myself, for my own boundaries, and I will just ask them to give me the right day and the right time, and the energy is just potent so that I can do this beautiful video for you and you can all use it. Now, Michael, right now for the next 2 weeks, what would you like us to know, please? Okay, so it's kind of hiding, but there's very strong energy in this card. So let's see. Romance angels are healing, are helping you. Probably need my glasses. Okay, so obviously there's a little prayer. Michael always, dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us the motivation to make healthful life changes, and for arranging us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello so that we eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. So Archangel Michael is talking about the intimate love between two people also this month. So, you know, it may be somebody that you are about to meet, or it may be in your current relationship that you delve into the real soulful parts of your relationship and make it really healthy. So romance angels are helping you. So just to make it really, really healthy. Now, a card for our children. So I have 2 decks of children's cards here. So I think it's really, really important. You know, the children are our future. And it's really important that we include them in the angel guidance, because a lot of you may have children of your own or grandchildren. I know I have 4 adult children and 3 grandchildren. So these cards are beautiful. When mum and dad argue, my angel hugs me and says the argument is not about me, everything will be okay. So that can translate to the children, you know, witnessing any arguments and where they think that they're at fault and they're to blame. So it really is about the angel removing the guilt from the child. So just letting the child know that they're beautiful, they're pure, and, you know, the innocence of a child is something that we really need to start honoring, you know, and respect our children fully for everything they do, and not blame them, and have them not blame themselves. So this is a Diana Cooper angel cards for children, and of course they're simplified because they're for the children. So this one was looking at me already. Safety. Ask your angel to put their wings around you and keep you safe. Say to yourself, my angels keep me safe. And isn't this so important at this particular time for us all to think about the safety of our children, and for our children, you know, when they're going to sleep at night, to ask the angels to wrap their wings around them and say, my angels keep me safe. You know, because no matter whether they're in school or they're out in the playground or wherever they are, there are a lot of adults with a lot of fear, and children pick this up really fast, really, really fast. And just to sleep in this and to marinate into knowing that you're safe and that the angels will keep you safe. And for adults, I suppose, as well, to be the angel for the child and to keep your child safe. Now, without further ado, I'm going to ask which archangel is our governing angel. Obviously, all the angels are in. Michael is very prominent at the moment. I work with a huge amount of angels myself. You probably see I put on this t-shirt this morning, wildish things, you know. I think we all need to unleash that. You know, to me, wildish, like, it's like being pure and being truthful to our soul and letting that free spirit run through and bring it out into our everyday life, you know, so that we can help others with it as well. So here I am with my Archangel deck. Angel Ariel is also saying, you know, I'm very much around. Of course, I work with Ariel, with IET, but also I'm a nature baby, you know. If I'm not here in my room, I'll be down at the sea or walking in the woods, whatever is possible for me. So here I am. Ariel looks after nature as well. That was probably what I was about to say there. I'm seeing this door again. So I don't want to miss this now. And it's like a door is an opportunity. So I'm seeing the door. So over the next 2 weeks, look out for the opportunities that you have to enhance your life, to become more conscious, to co-create. You know, we're all starting to leave those jobs that don't fulfill our soul, you know, either heal or leave jobs, relationships, and all of that. So we have Raphael, the main healing angel, you know, he who heals. Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So there you go. Let go. Release. Hand it over. Raphael is there to take it for you. If you have difficulties in relationships, especially intimate relationships, ask Archangel Michael to help you to heal that relationship, or to help to heal you so that you can make the proper decisions around that relationship. And if it's somebody that you'd like to attract into your life, ask Archangel Michael to clear you and to cloak you and to help you to attract the person that is also clear and cloaked. So that's it for now. So celebrate your life, and celebrate your breath of life, celebrate the richness of your life, celebrate your soul, the balance that's coming in, you know, the 2-2 energy, like on the 2nd of the 2nd 2022 and on the 22nd of the 2nd 2022, we're going to have a really big opportunity to really grab and harness the energies, especially the energy of balance, and, you know, building what it is that we need to build. So whether it's a new job, whether it's a creative project that you've been thinking about, February is a big month. But for the next 2 weeks, it does take us into February, I think maybe the 4th. So the 2nd of February is in there. So prepare yourself well, celebrate yourself, surrender to silence, meditate. The blessings are being bestowed upon you. And call on Michael and call on Raphael. Allow the children to know that they're safe. Encourage them to go to bed at night, asking the angels to wrap their wings around them and say, I am safe. And to know that they're never to blame for adults arguing or adults having conflict in the relationships around them. So I would like to wish you a balanced and beautiful 2 weeks ahead, where you start to really slow down and honor your soul and ask yourself those really deep questions, you know, what did I come down here to do? How can I bring my soulful life into my everyday human existence? It's all possible, very possible. So I'm going to love you and leave you and say namaste. God bless you, and thank you for being here with me on this beautiful channel. Thank you.